Good evening, Los Angeles, and thank you as always for joining us. I hope that you're getting through these days, and today was an exciting day in many ways. It's a nervous one, but one that we have been waiting for a long time. As we heard Dr. Barbara Ferrer, our amazing head of our county public health department, who said that beginning this Friday in just 2 days, on May 8th, certain retail businesses in the county of Los Angeles will be permitted, listed as non-essential before, are now going to be permitted for curbside pickup. And some public spaces like trails and golf courses will also open. Now that the County of Los Angeles has made this announcement, I'd like to take a moment and tell you what that means for Los Angeles and how we'll make decisions moving forward towards a safer LA. In the beginning of this crisis, we were all called on to react to something we didn't know, a threat we couldn't see, and then to respond to it quickly and swiftly by issuing our safer at home orders, being one of the first cities in the country to do everything from testing to requiring face coverings. We have led the way, and you have led the way. Thanks to you, we have bent the curve. We still have a threat that is as dangerous today as when we started, but we have hopeful moments, and we have learned every step of the way what to do and what not to do. And we're going to have that same wisdom guiding us in the days moving ahead. The honest answer to your question of what this means today is simple. Life is not going back to the way that it was before. I have said in the last couple nights, this isn't about white and black, a completely closed city or a completely open one. Even as we stayed safer at home, we had plenty of things that were open, critical and essential businesses, as well as some that could safely continue to operate. When we found moments like with farmers markets or others where we had to shut things down and improve, we did it. And we showed that all of us together could hang on to some of those things that were important to us and essential to our lives. This virus continues to threaten all of us here in Los Angeles. Each day, don't ever forget those numbers that I announce and that you hear from the county, our human lives, people that we know and have loved who are now gone because of this. We're not moving beyond COVID-19. As I keep saying, we are learning how to live with it. I know none of us want to, but we have no choice. And we're doing that by taking steps to safety. And really what was announced today are those first baby steps. We took a lot of steps backwards, sometimes even leaps. But now these baby steps forward are going to be in all of our hands to make sure they succeed. Together with the county, I will tomorrow modify our safer at home order here in the city of Los Angeles. And beginning Friday, florists, toy stores, music stores, bookstores, clothing, and sporting goods stores in the city of Los Angeles may offer curbside pickup. Only curbside pickup, not going into those stores at this point. Car dealerships as well, and this is guidance for businesses. Remember how I said that what the state permitted was not something that they prescribed. In other words, the state has told us certain things could open by this Friday. Similarly, the county has said they can open, but it is not an obligation of any business to open. Do what you need to do to make sure you are safe, that you feel secure, and that your people are protected as well as your customers. And I know our small business owners care the most about their employees and their customers of all of us, and that you will be doing that with us together. And I would encourage all businesses to only open safely. So while you can open as early as this Friday, you don't have to yet until you feel right. Starting Saturday as well, you'll be able to return to trails in the city of Los Angeles. Trailhead parks and our golf courses will be reopened. Runyon Canyon will remain closed, and we are adding a new requirement that face coverings will be required at all city trails and golf courses. I know some people think I'll never see a person, but you can round a corner and suddenly be face to face with someone. We want to make sure that as people exercise in those parks and those trails, that people are still as safe as possible and not spreading this coronavirus. So this doesn't change any of our other rules. If you're 65 and older, you cannot go out to those places. If you have pre-existing conditions, you cannot go out to those places. This is not an excuse for gatherings. Gatherings are still prohibited. We prefer you go by yourself or maybe one other person from your household, but nobody more than a household that is cohabitating together can go out together on these trails. But we know what a difference it will make. We know that we've all been dying, not just to walk around the block one more time, but to see some of the natural beauty of this city, to be able to get out there and do it in a responsible and healthy way. You have to maintain your physical distance, you have to wear a face covering, and we're working around the clock to make sure that these are safe requirements. And there's only so much work that we can do, so we need your help. And I know that, as you have done, you will rise to the occasion. This is not some sort of green light to slack off. And remember at the beginning of this, when we issued our safer at home orders, we initially had these spaces open, but we had to shut them down because people weren't practicing those safer requirements. I think we all know them now much better, and we know the consequences of not following them better. So I have a lot of trust that we will be able to, and a lot of hope that we'll continue to keep these open.